Good morning. Cindy here in Central Texas. It's still blazing hot here in my little city of Leander, but I'm doing something to help me feel better. I'm going to plant up some seeds for a fall garden. So if you like this kind of content, would you please like and subscribe? And I also want to know how many of you out there are planting a fall garden. I really do want to hear from you, and maybe we can go back and forth and help each other out when we come across problems. So comment below and read each other's comments and see if you can be the one that helps another one out of a particular problem. I know we're going to have lots of pest issues and maybe some sun issues. I think we're going to have some squirrel issues. So please, let's keep in touch with each other through the comments below, and let's see if we can help each other. Okay, so what am I planting? So I'm going to plant two kinds of lettuce. I have a loose leaf blend and black seeded Simpson. I have spinach. This is called double choice hybrid. I have collards. We love collards, collard greens. I put this in a pot with a turkey leg, a smoked turkey leg, and this is fabulous. I do Swiss chard, and I'm planting up some carrots and some turnips. These are your typical cool season uh, veggies, and I'm putting in some bush beans. This is called Bush Blue Lake, and it's an improved stringless. So it says it's more flavorful and more tender. So we'll see. And I'm putting in some peas. So this says these are sweet tender peas, and everything, pretty much everything will be up in between 55 and 75 days, except for the lettuces. They're up a lot quicker. And our first frost date is last year was December 23rd. So I have plenty of days to have a nice harvest before we get into the freeze. So here in this part of Texas, we do have a long growing time. Okay, so let's get started. I have my seed starting mix. This is a much finer soil, so the little seedlings don't have too much, like sticks and things to go through. And I have my seed trays. They have these little domes. These are great. They're very inexpensive, and I've had this one for several years. These are new. So the first thing we have to do is fill these trays. So I have my seed starting mix here, and I uh, got it really wet last night so that I don't have to, keep trying to water it. I have done this like spur of the moment before, and this stuff takes forever to hydrate. So it really is a good idea to do it the night before, and now it's nice and wet, and you just got to smash it in these trays. Okay, I've got my seed trays filled up, and we're ready to plant the seeds. So this is the seed starting mix I used. This is from Home Depot, and it's Miracle Grow seed starting mix. I was not really thrilled with it so far. We'll see how the seeds do. It may not really be a problem, but I did find little sticks and things in here. So I expect a seed starting mix to have no sticks. So that was a little off-putting, but nevertheless, we're going to keep going. One bag filled two trays. So I got two bags. Okay, well, let's keep going. I have heard that there are some other seed starting mixes that you can buy online that are of better quality, and I'll put those names up here on the screen. So if you have the time to order something in online, that may be a good idea. Okay, so we're going to plant the lettuce first. This is just a loose leaf blend, and it's got several kinds. It's got Simpson, red salad, royal oak, Lolo, Rosa, and salad bowl. So this will be fun to see how many different things come up. And it says that you plant them a 1/4 inch deep, which is not very deep. And I'm going to put a little layer of vermiculite over the top. I learned that in one of my seed planting classes I took. So you just sow them, you just lay the seeds down and put a 1/4 inch of the vermiculite over the top, and then they have a little bit easier time coming up. Okay, so I'm going to try to put 1 or 2 seeds in each cell. Here we go. Okay, I've got half a tray of the first kind of lettuce, and it says to firm lightly. So I'm going to firm them lightly. I ended up with about 3 or 4 in each one. And I just like to keep this little bag right here on the side. It is plastic, so it's going to be okay if it gets wet. But that way I can see when to expect some harvest. Okay, so now I'm going to firm them slightly, just very gently tapping them, making sure they have soil contact. I'm not really burying them. I was very disappointed in this soil. It had way too many pieces of little sticks. Okay, now we're going to put our vermiculite in. You can buy vermiculite at any of the hardware stores. And it's just, and also make sure that you get the fine grade. Okay, so we'll just put this on top. This gives me that 1/4 inch that the instructions asked for. Perfect for these little guys. Black-seeded Simpson. I'm dying to know what kind of lettuces you guys grow. There are so many seeds in a packet, so I don't know if you can use these from year to year, but maybe I can plant another round. If these do really well, I can plant some more. Got lots left. So these come up in 45 days. So if it's the 1st of September, October, maybe end of October, we'll get some of these. Okay, so I'm going to gently tap, give them soil contact. Okay, next we're going to plant Swiss chard and collard greens. And I didn't get I think I'm going to put the spinach here. So Swiss chard here, 3 rows of Swiss chard. Maybe we'll do 4 rows and 4 rows and 4 rows. How about that? Okay, so spinach, collard greens, and Swiss chard. Now it says the spinach needs to be in 1/2 inch of soil. So that's when your handy pencil comes in. So you're gonna, this is what I use. I'm sure everybody has their own idea. Okay, I'm just gonna make a little hole, and that way I can also look for sticks. So disappointing. Look at that big stick. And we'll put our little spinach guys in. They're a little bit larger and easier to see. So I'm going to try to put one in each hole. This would be so much fun to do with kids. I have one grandchild that's almost 2. He might enjoy this. But for sure, next year I will have grandchildren out here helping me. Okay, everybody has one. The rest of these back. 35 to 40 days to harvest. That's great. So I'm going to get those. The spinach will come up before anything else. All right, we can have spinach salad by the end of October. Continuing on. Okay, now we're going to do collards, very similar to the lettuces. The collard greens, this wants to be in 1/4 inch. So we will put that in. They're cute little black seeds. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so here we go. Couple here. They're hard to see. It'll be so exciting to eat my own collard greens. So I got about 3 or 4 in each cell. Okay, I'm going to press so they get contact. The Swiss chard is next, and they want to be in 1/2 inch. So going back to the pencil method. I'm going to do 4 rows of Swiss chard. They're brown and a lot bigger. Very interesting. Okay, so about 1 in each cell. We need to staple these tops. Add our vermiculite. Okay, this is all experimental this year. I don't know if I've never done this before. I've seen it done, but we're going to try it. Okay, next we're planting carrots and turnips. Okay, so now I'm going to put in the turnips. It's starting to get a little sunny over here, so I'm staying on the shady side. The turnips say 1/2 inch, and they will be ready to harvest in 55 days, so that'll work. Having some wonderful veggies this fall. Okay, so 1/2 inch. I'm going to do the pencil method again. days. Now carrots also want to be in 1/2 inch. So this is a beautiful perennial rock rose. It is a Texas native, and it takes the summer heat. I don't know if these will make it, but we're gonna see if they even come up. They say on here 2022. Okay, so I only have a few, so that's the 1. And that way I can put another row of carrots. So we'll add some more carrots. I'm going to go ahead and put a little vermiculite on top. This step may not even be necessary, but we're trying it. Okay, and the last two I'm putting in are peas, and these are bush beans. This is Bush Blue Lake 47. So this is stringless, which I like that. Okay, so these say they want to go down an inch, a whole inch. So we'll just go down a lot further. I'm gonna have way too many. Or maybe I'll share some with friends. So these come up in 58 days. So that'll be exciting. So I am going to put these in a wonderful morning sun spot, and they won't get any afternoon sun at all. And as soon as something pops up, I will share, and in about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, we will transplant them out into the garden. I am going to have to amend that soil. The soil is really kind of sunken down, so I'm going to bring in about 8 bags of compost to fill up that bed, and we'll transfer them in and see if we can have some fall veggies. So I hope you're doing something like that. If not, you can just watch me and then go to HEB and eat their fall veggies. So I wanted to also include, I'm going to put the plastic domes on top of them. That really helps keep the moisture in. This vermiculite on top also keeps the moisture in, but so does the dome. And in a short period of time, you take the domes off. And we will follow along as these grow, and I will tell you more. And you water them from the tray. So there's another tray at the bottom, and you keep that tray, you add water to the tray when it's completely dry. Okay, so the sun's coming up. It's beginning to be a bit of a problem, but I'm at the end of my planting, so I am going to give them a little mist. I have this on the mist setting just to get that vermiculite wet. The soil was very, very moist, so I don't have to do too much of this. Okay, and I'll put the domes back on, and I'll set them. I'm going to move this table to a location that gets morning sun, and that's it. It stays in the shade for most of the day. And then I will keep videoing, and we'll share progress as we go along. Please tell us how things are going in your fall vegetable garden, if you're having one at all. Okay, have a wonderful day, and I hope you get some time in your garden. Bye-bye.